No one, and I mean no one, could have seen it coming when Supreme Court Justice Amy Coney Barrett took direct aim at Elon Musk in the middle of a courtroom showdown that had the whole country watching. Face screaming in fear, the entire room froze. Journalists, attorneys, even other justices, jaws dropped as she fixed her eyes on the tech mogul and, with crisp authority, fired off. Mr. Musk, your conduct reflects a repeated pattern of dismissing well-established legal precedent. Her voice? Ice cold. Her tone? Unmistakably firm. But what happened just moments later? It stunned the entire bench into silence. Flushed face. Elon Musk didn't twitch. Not a blink. Not a single sign of panic. Instead, he slowly leaned forward, opened a folder on the table, and what came next? Let's just say, it flipped the entire narrative on its head. This wasn't just a defense, it was a counterattack. The case that was supposed to humble the world's wealthiest man? It was about to blow up in the government's face, spectacularly. Collision. If you're here for the real story, the one they won't show you on the evening news, then buckle up, hit that like button, and subscribe for more jaw-dropping moments like this one. You're not going to want to miss a second. Fire. Now, let's rewind a bit. The case? A high-stakes legal drama titled Federal Communications Commission versus X Corporation, months in the making. The tension? Through the roof. The core issue? Whether Musk's platform, yes, the one that's taken social media by storm, had crossed the line by ignoring federal content moderation guidelines. Enter Justice Barrett, appointed by former President Trump and known for her strict, no-nonsense approach to constitutional interpretation. She's earned a reputation as one of the sharpest legal minds on the bench. People respect her, even those who don't agree with her rulings. When she speaks, everyone listens. Musk, cool and collected, sat at the respondents' table. No flashy tucks, no diamond watches. Just a dark suit, blue tie, and that signature calm stare. His lawyers were with him, sure, but unlike most high-profile defendants, Elon? He wanted to speak for himself. Bold move, right? Some called it gutsy. Others? Flat-out reckless. Meanwhile, the government's argument looked like a home run. Police car light 4 months. News networks painted Musk's company as the villain. Headlines screamed about X Corp's blatant disregard for regulations. Legal experts piled on, predicting harsh penalties, even sanctions. The FCC? Oh, they were ready. They brought receipts, tons of documented violations, a thick paper trail of what they claimed was willful noncompliance. This isn't just about some rules on a website, the Solicitor General thundered during opening remarks. This is about the rule of law. No matter how rich or powerful, no one is above it. What no one knew, Elon had been silently preparing for this very moment for nearly a year. Studying case law, memorizing precedents, crafting arguments that would rattle the very foundations of federal oversight. Flushed face. And then came Barrett's first strike, sharp, focused, like a scalpel. Mr. Musk, your company has consistently ignored formal requests to comply with Section 230 revisions under the 2023 Communications Act. Would you care to explain why you believe your platform should be exempt from obligations other platforms are required to meet? Without hesitation, Musk leaned into the mic, his voice steady. With respect, Justice Barrett, that's not an accurate depiction. We've never claimed to be exempt from legitimate legal mandates. Barrett's eyes narrowed. Your behavior implies otherwise. The FCC sent 17 formal notices of noncompliance. Musk replied, calm as ever. 16, actually. A murmur spread. Barrett raised her brow. I'm sorry, what? There were 16 notices, not 17. And we responded to each one, with legal justification grounded in prior precedent. That's when the tension broke wide open. Barrett rustled through her notes, visibly irritated. Musk interrupted again, something almost unheard of in the highest court in the land. Grimacing face. The record from the FCC is incomplete, he said. Gasps. Audible ones. Chief Justice Roberts looked like he was about to intervene. But Barrett? She raised a single hand to pause him. She wasn't done yet. Her eyes narrowed even more. Mr. Musk, This court has little tolerance for nitpicking. Your record of ignoring regulation isn't exactly subtle. On the contrary, Musk countered, opening the folder with confidence, our approach aligns with the Constitution. And I believe this court deserves to see the evidence that the FCC has repeatedly misrepresented our actions. You could have heard a pin drop. Justices Sotomayor and Kagan exchanged glances. Alito leaned forward, intrigued. Barrett's voice turned razor-sharp. You're implying we've overlooked something critical? Not at all, Musk said. I'm saying the petitioners withheld that information from you on purpose. The Solicitor General shot up from his seat. Outrageous. There's no basis for that accusation. But Barrett held her ground. Her tone hardened. Mr. Musk, if you're making serious claims in this chamber, you'd better have serious proof. And Elon? Unshaken. I do, Justice Barrett. Including evidence that the FCC's demands violate not one, not two, but 3 Supreme Court precedents. One of which, he added, you authored the majority opinion for. Barrett didn't react, at least not visibly. But those who knew her? They saw it. A flicker. A pause. A subtle shift. And which case is that? She asked. Net Choice v. Paxton, 2024, Musk replied. Where this court ruled that the government cannot force private platforms to adopt speech policies that serve as backdoor censorship via regulatory pressure. Boom. Bomb. Silence blanketed the courtroom. Justice Thomas finally spoke up. You're suggesting the FCC's directives fall under that ruling? Yes, Justice Thomas, Musk said. And I've brought a detailed legal breakdown showing exactly how. Before the Solicitor General could protest again, Barrett had already begun reviewing the material, her expression unreadable but focused. She glanced at the FCC's counsel. Do you wish to challenge the authenticity of these documents? The attorney hesitated. We would need time to verify, Your Honor. Then something no one saw coming. Justice Barrett turned back to Musk. You prepared for this exact exchange, she said. It wasn't a question. I did, Musk responded. Because the principles at stake aren't about me or my company. They're about whether the government can bend the Constitution using regulatory shortcuts. The energy in the room shifted. What started as a high-profile smackdown had now transformed into a deeply complex constitutional debate. Barrett wasn't done. Even if your claims are valid, you still ignored federal directives while building this case. That's not how the law works, Mr. Musk. Musk didn't miss a beat. With respect, in Youngstown Sheet and Tube Company v. Sawyer, this court ruled that when facing potentially unconstitutional orders, entities can seek judicial review before compliance, especially if irreversible harm could result. We filed emergency stays in 3 circuits while we prepared our case. Barrett leaned back slightly, reassessing. Those stays had been denied, she noted. By split decisions, yes, Musk replied. But as Justice Jackson Rodenher continued,